On the grounds of the Lambda Chi Alpha fraternity house at 1505 Main Street, a group of 7 men stood huddled around a flickering bonfire. The night air was thick with tension as the moon cast its pale light over the weathered brick and ivy-covered walls of the house. It was late, and the rest of the campus slept, unaware of the strange gathering taking place at the edge of the lawn. The 7 were unlikely to assemble. John, Eric, Roland Chambers, Mitch, Tate, Bafak, and Harry. Each of them carried his own burdens, secrets carved deep into their lives, but all were bound together by an unspoken purpose. Roland Chambers and Mitch stood apart from the group, their faces hard, eyes locked in a silent, simmering hatred. Years ago, they had made a blood oath, an unholy promise to never let the other escape vengeance. No one knew the true cause of their animosity, but the tension between them was palpable. Their rivalry had endured, even as time marched on. "I am Bafak," came a voice from the circle, low and gravelly. Though his face remained hidden beneath the hood of his black sweatshirt, his words carried an eerie weight, as though they carried some foreign truth. The others shifted uneasily, each aware that Bafak's presence was not one to be trifled with. Tate shot a glance at Harry, his voice barely a whisper. "What's he doing here?" Before Harry could respond, a rustling sound came from the trees bordering the property. A figure emerged from the darkness and into the glow of the flashlight. It was Steve Balboni, his thick Jersey accent cutting through the cool night air as he lit up a cigarette. "Sorry I'm late, boys," Steve said with a grin, the ember of his cigarette briefly illuminating his face. "Had to deal with Tommy Tough Knuckles. You know how it is. If you want in on the right crypto deals, you gotta know a guy who knows a guy." Roland Chambers' jaw tightened. Mitch's fist clenched. Their long-standing feud flared again, but something else, something darker, was now in the air. Steve's mention of Tommy Tough Knuckles, a shadowy figure with rumored ties to unspeakable forces, didn't sit well with anyone. "We've got bigger problems than that," John muttered, his voice low and filled with a quiet urgency. The fire crackled, and just for a moment, the wind seemed to whisper secrets just out of reach, as if the house itself knew something was stirring beneath the surface. They had come for the same reason, to stop whatever had been unleashed from the depths of the house, and the strange bargain Tommy Tough Knuckles had made with the forces beyond their understanding. "We've come too far now to back out," Eric said, his voice steely. "We finish this tonight." With that, they formed a circle around the fire, their fates entwined by old promises, new alliances, and the terrifying unknown that loomed in the darkness. Somewhere, just beyond the edge of the campus, the words of Tommy Tough Knuckles echoed faintly on the breeze. "It's all about who you know, and who you owe."